Good afternoon, class. So as you can see, I uploaded a new file on the Schoology site. There's going to be a collaborative project. So the main idea, since there's two parts to the core, and you know the difference between the lithosphere and the asthenosphere and the mantle, you need to know how to derive the seismic waves from that. So I would like your project to be to create your own P and S waves. This video is going to be explaining what they are again and where they are. And this also requires your background knowledge of having the evidence of the different layers of the earth. You can feel free to reference the other videos. So quickly, I wrote up some notes. So P waves, they're faster. They arrive first at the site of the earthquake. They move through solids and liquids. So that is different than an S wave. And they are also called compressional waves because they constantly pull and push. So think of glass, and if you hear lightning strike, you feel the thunder move on the glass. So you can think of that as compression. And they move in the direction of wave propagation, or the direction that the wave is traveling. S waves are slower, they arrive second, they move through solids only. So when I see S wave, I see S for slower, S for second, arriving second, and especially S for solids. Now, this is very important because the outer core, we realized, is liquid because S waves cannot travel through. And also, at first, we thought that the core was just this big solid thing. So this was very important, a very important discovery. Now, a big difference between P and S waves are also that S waves move perpendicular to wave propagation, or to the direction the wave is traveling. So here are some animations. This is an animation for a P wave. You can see that it just moves along in the direction of motion. And an S wave moves like a real wave. Think of like the ocean waves. It moves perpendicular to the motion. So for your collaborative project, I'm going to have you put together an experiment. I will give you the guidelines written on the Schoology site. So basically, I would like you to use an app that we went over. I'm going to be doing a sample using Animoto, and I want you to film you and in groups of 3 or 4 to film you guys completing the P and S wave experiment by showing what it means, answering some questions, basically teaching me and explaining to me that you know what they mean. And you can use this using a video, using the audio, like what I'm doing here, also using pictures. I want you to do a full presentation. So this is an example of an experiment. I prefer using slinkies. I think that they really get the motion. So there will be slinkies provided to you in class, and I'm going to show you an example. So this is a P wave. They're going to do it again, and it just travels along the direction of motion. Now that's an S wave. It's perpendicular to motion. It looks like a ocean wave. S wave. So for the collaborative project, just create a P and S wave like motion using a slinky. Answer the questions, follow the guidelines, and put together a presentation. Good luck.